Imagine having a calm, smart assistant you can message anytime and it actually answers in plain English.
That's basically what an AI assistant like ChatGPT feels like, and you don't need to be techie to use it.
In the next few minutes, I'll show you simple ways to use it for emails, messages, summaries, and everyday life.
First thing to know, you don't need special commands. You just type like you're texting a helpful friend. Talk to it like a person. Explain what you want, why you want it, and who it's for in simple language. To get really good answers, use this simple recipe: role, context, constraints, and examples.
Let's start with role. You tell the AI who to act like, such as a teacher, marketer, or friendly advisor.
For example, you might say, act as a friendly HR manager and help me write an email about my vacation days.
Or act as a patient math teacher and explain fractions to my 10-year-old using pizza slices. Next is context. This is where you give background, like what you do, who you're talking to, and what's going on.
Instead of just saying, write an email, you can say, I'm a real estate agent emailing a first-time buyer about a house tour tomorrow.
Constraints are like guardrails. You tell it how long, what tone, or what format you want.
You could say, keep it under 3 sentences, friendly but professional, and end with a clear question.
Or explain this in about 100 words with no jargon so my non-technical coworker can understand it.
Examples are the magic cherry on top. You show it a sample of your style so it can copy the vibe.
Paste in an email you've written before and say, copy this tone, but write a new version for this situation. Here's the difference. Write an email gets okay results, but a role, context, constraints, and examples get great ones.
Now let's see how this helps with real life, starting with drafting emails and messages.
Imagine you need to reschedule a dentist appointment, but you hate wording those messages. You could type, act as a polite adult and write a short text to reschedule my dentist appointment for next week. Same idea at work. Have it write a professional email to your boss if you're running late or made a mistake. You can also turn messy notes into a clear report. Here are my meeting notes, turn them into a one-page summary. Next, use rewriting what you've already written so it's clearer and sounds more like you want it to. Paste in a rough paragraph and say, rewrite this to be clearer and more concise without losing any important details. You can also change the tone, rewrite this to sound kinder and more empathetic, but still clear and honest.
Or go the other way. Make this more professional and confident, like I'm an expert who still sounds approachable.
Now, let's talk about summarizing long stuff. PDFs, articles, even videos that you don't have time to fully digest. For a long article, you can say, summarize this in plain English and give me 5 key bullet points and 1 sentence takeaway.
If your boss sends a giant PDF, paste sections in and ask for a summary, plus action items you should take.
You can even use it with videos and meetings by sharing the transcript and asking for a recap and next steps.
Now let's zoom in on 3 super simple prompt frameworks you'll use all the time.
First, act as gives the AI a persona. Act as my travel planner, act as my lawyer, or act as my patient English tutor.
Second, refine this lets you paste something and ask it to improve clarity, tone, or structure again and again.
Third, give me 3 options for is perfect for subject lines, replies, captions, or name ideas when you're stuck.
Don't forget, you can keep the conversation going. Say shorter, more casual, or add a joke, and it will adjust. You can even pair answers if you tell it who you are, like I'm a busy parent or I run a small bakery.
Think of it as a co-pilot, not a replacement for your brain. You still decide what sounds right and what to send.
Also, avoid pasting super private details like full IDs or sensitive financial info. Treat it like any other online tool.
Here's a simple all-in-one prompt you can steal. Act as a friendly expert. Here's my situation. Here's what I wrote. Please refine it with this tone and length.
If this made AI feel more like an everyday assistant and less scary, try one of these prompts today and see how much time you save.
If you like this content, please like and subscribe below.